Welcome everybody to Ajax Mitsubishi. Today we're going to take you on a tour of this 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander GT PHEV. This is Canada's best-selling PHEV, and after you watch this video, I'm pretty sure you're going to agree why that is. This is a fantastic find right here at Ajax Mitsubishi. Now this has just under 26,000 kilometers. It is a pre-owned vehicle, but it is in fantastic shape, and that's the point of this video, is to show you the condition of this PHEV as well as go over the amazing features on this Outlander. Now, let's talk about the plug-in hybrid powertrain. Underneath the hood, we have a 2.4 liter, 4-cylinder engine. This is an all-wheel drive Outlander, of course. And then the plug-in hybrid portion consists of 2 electric motors. We've got one on the front and one on the rear, and they are powered up by a 20 kilowatt hour battery pack. All that being said, electric range on this is 61 kilometers. So if you have a short drive to work and back, you could essentially drive this thing on just pure EV. But then of course, you have that small 4-cylinder engine. So if you're going on longer road trips, that engine kicks in and gives you basically unlimited range with fuel. Now, fuel economy on this, 3.6 liters per 100 kilometers. I'm gonna say that again, 3.6 liters per 100 kilometers. That is why this is such a fantastic selling PHEV. Now, this is the GT model. This is the top trim level, and on that, you get these incredible looking alloy wheels. All right. Great looking alloy wheels, all season tires on there as well. We've got the plug-in hybrid EV logo here. We have LED indicators in the mirrors as well as cameras in the mirrors. There's 4 cameras on this vehicle, so that way you get a really great look when you are parking the vehicle, a nice top-down view, which we'll show you when we get inside the PHEV. Now, as we come around to the side, I am looking for dings, dents, scratches, things like that to show you. It is a used car. There might be a couple that you can see, so that way you know the condition of this Outlander. Great looking LED tail lights. We have the rear sonar badges in the back and a nice looking finisher on the rear bumper. The back bumper here has just one little mark right here from something coming in and out of the car, but that's not a big deal. You've got the super handling all-wheel drive control badge there, and then we of course have a power tailgate that can be opened up from there, or you can use the key fob. Now I've put a full size luggage back here to show you what kind of space you're working with. If you have that 3rd row seat up, you can see there is plenty of room. Now taking this out, I'll show you what we've got as far as cargo when we have that 3rd row down. So this is really easy. These fold down like this. All right, then number 2 folds this like so. So you could leave it just like that if you wanted, or what you can do is pull number 3. I love how they name these, or number these, I should say. Pull number 3 and number 4, and then you can see this flips and folds down. Now, when those carpeted mats aren't there, this actually folds completely flat. And then look at this, tons of room back here. This is probably the way you'll use this for the most part, unless you've got your full 7 passengers that you need in the back. But a nice, easy cargo system. Again, it's more or less one hand if you need to, and then this folds back up, right? Super, super simple. Okay, put this luggage back in here so I don't lose it. We'll close this back up. Continue our tour around to the passenger side. Passenger side is in great shape. Now you can see here, the color on this is absolutely fantastic. It's not gun metallic, it's got a lot more silver in it, but it's a really, really nice color, especially in the light. Now coming up front, we have LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED fog lights, and then some fantastic chrome accents around the grille. Taking a step back here, you can see how fantastic that looks at the front. I love this Outlander right here on the front of the hood. All right, and then again, we've got the front sonar here, and there's a camera in the front as well. Now let's go have a look at the back seats first. That's probably why you're looking at this vehicle, because you've got some kiddos that you want to bring with you. So I've moved this center seat here forward just a touch to show you the back legroom as well, because you can adjust these seats accordingly to give more legroom to the third row passengers if you need. But have a look at this leather interior. It's like a silver leather. It's got the quilted pattern on the GT model, okay? These are rear outboard heated seats, so this seat here, the other seat are heated as well. Now this is a 40-20-40 split seat, so it means that side can fold down, this side can fold down, or you can just fold the middle down. So if you got hockey sticks or skis or whatever, fold that down, have the third row down, and then the skis or whatever go right down here, but you still have the outboard passengers, which is great. You've got your heated seats, tri-zone climate control, so driver and passenger and rear temperature in the back as well. And then we have USB ports and a 12-volt port back here as well. Not a 12-volt, pardon me. 150-watt regular household volt back, port back here as well. Now looking up, panoramic sunroof goes all the way to the back seats, which is great. And then to hop in the back, really easy, just like so. And then you've got this third row seat back here. Nice and easy to get to. And then you can see that's what's in your center armrest there. All right, we'll flip that back. And then this is where, if I can give you, it's kind of hard to see because of the door frame here, but there is legroom back there for third row passengers to sit back there. And then last but not least, in the second row, we do have this handy sunshade built into the doors. And then you got that quilt on the second row, which is nice. Very, very nice. One thing here to note, this is probably the only little cosmetic damage I could see. There's just a little ding right here in this chrome trim. Other than that, this car is super clean. All right, so front row, again, that big panoramic sunroof, our beautiful quilted leather seats. There's no rips, tears, stains, or burns anywhere on these. It's a non-smoker vehicle. We have a power driver seat here, connected to a 2-driver memory system as well. So driver 1, driver 2 gets nice and adjusted for you. Now that we're inside here, have a look at this cabin. Such a fantastic job at the layout of this as well. Okay, now the passenger seat is also power, I should mention, and it is another memory setting here for the passenger seat too, which I thought is really cool. You don't often see that until you go up to like a very high-end luxury vehicle, but now you get a power passenger seat with memory setting as well. Now we have a heated steering wheel, leather wrapped steering wheel. We even have some nice perforation on the side here. We've got our controls for our center display and our adaptive cruise controls as well. Now have a look at the center display, because this is something else. We've got a 12.3 inch nice, beautiful digital display. Just trying to get the camera to focus there. There we go. So you can see right now the energy flow of the plug-in hybrid. So right now it's just running off pure electric. Now this is the cool thing with this PHEV. You can control how you want this to operate as far as the PHEV function. Let me explain that to you. So right here, we have 2 buttons. We have the EV mode, and then we have the 1-pedal drive button. So the EV mode, when you push that, you can see it goes from EV to save, charge, and normal. So normal is going to allow it to determine the best way to use your EV battery power. EV only means it's only going to run on electric vehicle mode, because simply it's just going to, that's your commute to work. If you've got a full battery when you start off, it's going to run on EV until the battery depletes. Save means you're going to save the power of the electric battery until you want to start using it. And then charge. So you can actually use the gas motor here. If I stop skipping past it, you can use the gas motor to charge up the battery. So the gas motor just kicked on. You can see because the tachometer on the left there started to spool up. Now it's charging the battery back up. Speaking of charging, yes, you will charge this car at home. You do not need a special charger for this plug-in hybrid because it's only a 20 kilowatt hour battery pack. A regular charge will work at home. Just plug it into your regular home outlet. Now, if you want to install a level 2 charger, you could certainly go ahead and do that. It will charge up very quickly. You'd probably be looking at like a 2 to 2.5 hour charge on a level 2, but a level 1 is going to work perfectly fine at home if you're charging overnight. And that's the EV drive mode. And then the 1-pedal driving mode, if you're not familiar with that. So 1-pedal drive just simply means your, I'm going to use the term gas pedal, but your gas pedal operates like a gas pedal and a brake pedal. When you let off of the accelerator, the faster you lift off, the faster this Outlander will slow down using regenerative braking. If you lift off nice and slow, it slows down nice and slow. It's very easy to get the feel for that on how to use this in like a one pedal drive. You really don't need to use your brakes when you have that selected. A really true, unique EV driving experience. I'll allow it, or I'll let you test that out when you come and take this out for a test drive. All right, so that takes you through a lot of the EV stuff there on the inside of the cabin. It's hard to explain that outside. And now we've got here in our center, by our knees, I'm just trying to zoom in, it's hard to, there we go. So we've got a couple of our controls here, our charging port on the bottom right hand side there, and then you'll notice that little clock with the button. That's so that way you schedule it to charge off peak hours, save yourself a little bit of money. Now that we're kind of sitting in this cabin here, let's talk about the advanced safety features that we have, because obviously you want to keep you and your family safe, and this has every advanced safety feature that I'm aware of, quite frankly. A forward emergency braking. We have rear automatic braking, so when you're backing up, if you're getting too close to something, it will automatically brake if you don't happen to see it. We have blind spot warning, but also blind spot collision avoidance. So if you're making a lane change, you just ignored your blind spot warning for whatever reason, and there's a car there, it'll actually gently pull you back into your lane so you don't make that mistake. You've got lane keeping assist, lane follow assist, rear cross traffic alert. We've got a fantastic clear rear view camera here in our center display. And then, as I mentioned, this is the top down view that you get. So that way you can line up this bad boy nice and simple when you're parking. And then of course you have the nice rear view camera there as well. Okay, so every safety feature that you could possibly want is in this vehicle, including heads up display. So I'm going to zoom in here and let's get this to focus up. So you see that 0 km/h. So that's actually a holographic image that's being displayed on top of the hood in your windshield. You can turn that on or off, and you can change the brightness, but that gives you a bunch of information there as far as your speed and navigation. All that great stuff is located up front. Now in our center display here, we have this fantastic touch screen. You can see we're on the XM satellite radio. We do have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. And then if we go back to the menu here, so this operates kind of like a tablet. You just slide it left or right, and you can customize this to your liking. And then of course we have onboard navigation, but you can use your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well if you want the real-time traffic information and stuff like that. You notice the camera button here, because now we can get a front view camera. So if you want to park this bad boy in the garage or the parking lot, somewhere nice and close and tight, you can use the front camera, so that way you can pull in and get nice and tight up to something that's there without bumping into it, which is one of the nice features of having that around view camera. Here's our tri-zone climate control, driver, passenger, and then rear passengers as well, our heated steering wheel, USB ports, a wireless charging pad for your cell phone, so plug your phone in down there, starts to charge up. It's fantastic. And then this great looking center console here. All right, love the textured finish. And then last but not least, here we have our terrain control. So power just gives you all the electric power plus your gas power. Eco saves you on fuel. Normal's normal. This is like a dynamic driving, so it's a nice clear road and you want to have a little bit of fun. That's a great mode to put it in. And then we have sand, snow, and mud. All these you can change on the fly, so that way the transmission and all-wheel drive system will operate accordingly based off of the road conditions that you so choose. And then last but not least, we have our CarFax. So 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander, one owner, no reported accidents. And then here's what we've done to bring the vehicle back up to spec. We replaced the cabin and engine air filter, did a brake service, a fresh oil change, and a cleanup. And that's what brought this vehicle back up to spec. But folks, if you're still with me, you're obviously in love with this 24 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV, just like I am, because let's face it, this GT model has everything for you and your family to have an incredible driving experience for years to come. Mitsubishi has one of the best warranties in the business, 10 years, 160,000 kilometers on the powertrain. So, I mean, this is just an incredible find here at Ajax Mitsubishi. Please visit us online or in store. We're right here in the heart of Ajax, where you can get behind the wheel of this Mitsubishi Outlander, fall in love, and take it home. So congratulations to whoever picks up this incredible find right here at Ajax Mitsubishi.